Hi there. All right. Tips for month 7. There's not too many, and it's probably just going to be things that I've talked about before. So there's the green one and there's the red one that we sewed together, and I absolutely love them. And yes, I did, a little bit different, but that's all right, and I love them. You do you. You put them any way you want to. That's why I gave you the swatch card so you can mark down the way you want them to do, and I love it. It's hard to see. There is a little bit more difference than what's coming out in the video, as all things, right? When you're doing all reds and kind of just slightly different shades, it gives it a different kind of feel. But you know what? I love it. I absolutely adore it. All right, so some of the tips that I have. The first one, you're going to hear me. I'm a broken record. Trim your triangles, and in this case it was really helpful to trim the diamonds as well. It just worked out with lining them up. It just absolutely was wonderful with that. So trim the tips. You can use the Hex and More ruler, or you can use the Fussy Cut Shapes, whichever works for you. But use the little tip right here on the Hex and More, and that'll cut those tips off. That is the best way to make piecing easier for the Jaybird, the Jaybird, any of the Jaybird patterns, but especially for this gravity. All right, that's my tip number 1. And then tip number 2, when you're lining up these meeting points, so here, those are the most difficult ones, but it's kind of like a straight line on an angle. That's kind of what I figured out on this one, and that turned out much, much better. Then all of these points, these points, that's going to be where it crosses, right? It's going to cross. So that middle seam is going to meet up with that outer edge. Just take your time, pin it, and you'll do fine. That one really kind of works itself out. Um, Pretty much I'm a broken record on those two things, but they're real important that way. And if you haven't been cutting your triangles, we only have 12, let's see, no, 6 and 6. So 24, because you have 6 and 6 for, we have 12 each month. 24 more triangles to cut, and we will have all we need for the pillow. So when you think about the total 108, that's not very much. So if you haven't been cutting those and you think you want to do that pillow, you probably should. Go ahead and get those cut and trim them. You'll want them trimmed. So if you want to see what the pillow looks like, whoops, I'm upside down. There is the pillow right there on page 44 of your book. That's what the pillow looks like. So you can do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Y'all have just been picking up in this so well, and I thank you. And I do want to thank the sponsors. I know that I thank them every time, but gosh, they've just been so amazing throughout this whole process. Sew Tights, Aliso, LDH scissors. If you don't know what they look like, they are amazing. LDH scissors. These are my pink and shears. I love my pinks. And my snips. You see me working with my snips all the time. Snip, 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 LDH scissors. Magic crafting spray. I absolutely adore this. Why I'm upside down is beyond me. Magic crafting spray. And who else? Aliso irons. You hear my Aliso iron all the time. Goes up. I love my Aliso. All right, Aliso, Sew Tights, craft spray, and of course, Robert Kaufman with these gorgeous solids that we have. All right, next week we'll announce month 7 winners. Yay, I'm so excited for y'all. I love it. Y'all get so excited, and it makes me excited, and everybody gets excited. So, all right, until next week, I will, yeah, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments, and I will talk about them on our live. All right. I'll see y'all next Monday. Bye bye.